Hello, everyone. This is Barbara Iris Alsu of Parental World Knowledge. I want to welcome everyone. We are going to be doing more watercolor painting. I'm also the president of artist Barbara Alsu Fine Art Studio. Welcome, everyone. And I hope you have your canvas paper. I'm sorry about yesterday, but there was something wrong with Google Hangouts. It crashed my computer. We're fine today, up and running. I just had to reboot my computer because normally it doesn't do that. After it crashes, it just goes back on. But I just found out I have to reboot if, sometimes it crashes. And I had no idea what to do, but I just took a chance and just, did what it's stated on my screen and waited in between each thing. When it first said, restart, and then it said reboot, so I gave some minutes between. So if you ever have that happen, now you know what you can do. All right, so I'm glad that if you have your canvas and you're ready to go and you have your non-toxic paints, they're in a little palette like this. White. You need several size brushes. They should be professional artist brushes. And have colored pencils that match. Doesn't have to be identical, but as close as you can to your painting. And when it's all dry, then you're going to put the colored pencils over your watercolor. So I hope you have a line drawing. If not, if you're first joining us, you need to have a line drawing. Like, in other words, say you had a still life and you're doing a fruit basket. Just do the outline of the apple and the stems, but don't have to put every line on there. You paint that on. All right, if you have a live person or pet, you can do identical, but if you're doing, say, a fruit basket or anything that's someone else's artistic work, please don't copy. Change it to some degree so that it's your own work. And if you can't, it is accepted in juried shows. I was shocked to hear that it's acceptable, but it is. And, it's a good thing because there are some people that can't draw and they want to make a beautiful painting, and this allows them to. And this is a very good thing. I have someone currently who has Parkinson's disease and he cannot draw. So this is ideal for him. And that's what we did. I did a computer printout and he's painting over it. So this is perfect for people that can't draw or have disabilities. So, don't worry. You can be a great artist. Just do what you can and paint what you want. Don't paint, I'm doing New York City skyline, but you paint what you want. Don't do exactly what I'm doing. The better that, you like something, the better it's going to come out. Your work will be better and more enjoyable for you. All right, so now let's begin and just do gentle strokes. I mean, you're not going to be doing, big strokes. It's rather a small canvas. This is like a average size canvas, and you can't really do big strokes on that. You'd be going into the next item on whatever you're going to be doing, whether it's fruit or building or whatever. And if there's a very tiny area, you can dot on. You can dot on as opposed to doing strokes, just dotting on. Okay, so it's either little strokes or dotting on. And when you layer, you need to layer at least several layers. One section. All right, and I'm going to turn my camera so I don't think I'm Excuse me. It takes me a while to get it in focus here. Okay, so I hope that everyone's having a good day. This weather has been just really, really windy and cold in Western Orange, New Jersey. I mean, it wasn't that cold, but the wind factor is making it so chilly. So please, everybody, bundle up so you don't get sick. And definitely, I could see people getting sick unless you're going to layer. You've got to layer. I feel sorry for people that live in a very cold area and you have this kind of wind. Oh my gosh. It's not that cold here and the sun was out, but the wind is just really, really bad. And anyone wants to come for a lesson, we are here with our live show daily weekday, about 5 to 6, Monday through Thursday. So please give us a call at 973-736-1637, 973-736-1637. And don't forget the rest of one free lesson from artist Barbara Alsu, Fine Art Studio. Artist Barbara Alsu, Fine Art Studio. Sign up, but for Google Hangouts, you must be 18 or more. So, just so you know. Now, I've instructed people as young as age 1, so if they have their motor skills, they are able to make shapes, they're able to paint. If not, then they're not able to. And it depends. I mean, shapes until they're 5 or 6, but fortunately, some do. Every child advances at a different age, and there's nothing wrong in that. I made a great salad. It was just amazing today. You could have this either hot or cold. It was with chickpeas, and it was out of this world. I had string purple onion. Oh God, it was so delicious. I ate it hot, but you could eat it cold also. I put it in the refrigerator, the rest. And my son is excited to come home and eat that. It was so good. He's in a health kick and he wants everything healthy. Definitely everything in there is healthy. The recipe is on LinkedIn if anybody wants to and see a picture of it. It looks so wonderful, so presentable. And yet it is a salad, and just looks amazing, like a meal. Well, it boosts your energy eating that too. I just felt not the greatest with this weather. I have allergies and it's crazy weather with this high wind and it's not good. Very cold, very cold. I have to walk my dog and although I trained him now that he goes out himself mostly, but there's still times I go out with him. And interesting, I just found out from the vet the temperature of my puppy was over 20 degrees different than mine. And I never really thought about it. And I'm thinking now, no wonder, they can tolerate being out there. I can't tolerate. He could tolerate being out there 2 hours. And he was an island puppy. And I mentioned this before that he was totally on his own, sleeping on the streets. And that didn't do well with his back. And he takes 2 hours sometimes to go to the bathroom. So I couldn't tolerate being out in that kind of weather, 2 hours walking him. So that's why I had to train him. And he didn't first want to go out by himself. But I hold the chain, but I let him go by himself and just stand by the door. And that's what you could do. If people are freezing like I'm freezing, I cannot stay 2 hours. I'm a senior citizen and I can't do it anymore. Maybe years ago I could, not now. So if you're having trouble, you can, just train your puppy to, tell him, to go out, get a treat, you go out, and I send him out. It never has been this cold in West Orange, New Jersey. Because I had other, puppies, and the only time I wouldn't go out is if it was snowing. I would just, take my dog to the door and, let them go, but, hold their chain. But this weather is so cold that I cannot do, standing there 2 hours. No, there's no way. Even if it wasn't snowing, there was no snow today, But I can't stand there. And I hope that helps, people training their puppy. Tell do it. And when they come in, they get it. Not until But no wonder, I mean, for 20 degrees difference in temperature, I mean, that's normal for them. They can tolerate the cold. We can't. And now, he's making faster with the cold too, which I bought him an orthopedic bed. He opened the zipper, it broke after 1 week. So, I can't keep going and buying. It's the second bed I had since he was here. First one wasn't orthopedic, but and that's when I discovered that it had to be his back because he started to be able to make better faster. But then the bed broke and he was not able to. So then the weather got real cold. Now he's able to. He'll make, because it relaxes, your body with the cold, and makes you able to make. So he's doing it faster now, thank God. It's still cold standing by the door. Even I wear my coat, I have my hat, I have my scarf, I have my gloves. It's still very chilly right by the door to stand. I have my regular door open, and just the glass door is what I have closed, and it's still chilly. That's how windy it is. So I hope that helps you. Train your puppy to make at the door. You standing there. Our grass is, quite near to the door, so as long as you're in range, that he could see you, or she, then they're not going to be scared. And I have a long leash, but I mean, I'm visible to my puppy wherever the puppy goes. And get those retractable ones. Those are the best leashes, so you can, let him go, and then if he starts to get caught or something, you can pull it back in, reel it back in. And I got the best collar in the ShopRite, which, surprising, I would see such a great collar there. But it's stronger than the collar. When he came from Dominican Republic, they gave us a collar, and boy, he just bit through that. That was gone. It was gone after a couple of months. And I started to take the collar off because I saw he was chewing on it, and there's no need to take it off. It's just great in the ShopRite. And every size dog, small to large. And it was blue and black in color. And it was like a little heavier collar, you know, and yet it has a liner so that it doesn't press against the pet, which is great. If you have it in your heart, you don't have a pet, to adopt a pet, go to your local shelter and adopt a pet. I'm telling you, it's wonderful having Platinos, my pet, and all the love he gives, the loyalty. He follows me everywhere, and in addition, he'll bark if he hears an intruder. I mean, I just feel so safe. I didn't get him to be a watchdog, but you know, he ended up that he is a watchdog too, which is wonderful. I feel very safe. This area, you know, West Orange, thank God we have the lowest crime rate out of the world, but still, you know, you want to have a pet for love, and it's great that they can protect you too. I think all pets just have an instinct. My late pet, I had 25 years at college, she would bark too if she ever heard anything, and she was not a watchdog. I mean, she was just a sweet pet, but she would bark. She would not let anyone bother me. Oh, and if anyone buys an indoor smokeless grill, please make sure you put the water inside. It says on the box to put water inside before operating it. My son gave it to his friend, and he's repair work on our home, and he put this on without reading it first, and it was smoking. And I told him, I said, you had the flame too high, and that's another thing. He should have put the jet off and the little grill closer to the flame as opposed to putting the flame all the way up. So it was smoking unbelievable. Didn't cause a fire, but I mean, it just was smoking terrible. Purifiers. So I put, you know, the purifiers on. And I have also one upstairs, so there's like another, you know, one in my bathroom. And I'll tell you, it was horrendous, just horrendous. And I have allergies, so I'm like so clogged up today from that. I really didn't even know if I could air. I said, the show's got to go on. But I'm so congested from it. Even taking my allergy medicine still. But so if I sound kind of hazel, it's Hazidic. If I sound some Hazidic, it's because I'm definitely choking here from all those fumes. That, I mean, they're not in the house now, but it just went in my system. So, but I'm lucky. It's a miracle that God helped me that I didn't get rushed to the hospital because it was smoking like unbelievable. And by him not reading this, and I said to him, "You lower the flame, and he wouldn't refuse to lower the flame. Believe me, if it wasn't my son's childhood friend, and he has been trying to help us with the house, I would. He says, "What?" Like he didn't believe me, I'm going, "Oh, well, read the box. It's on the box." I never operate anything unless I read it first. And I just knew that it was something wrong. And he threw the box out in the garbage, so I had to go into the garbage to get the box. So I, didn't know right away. I had to look for it. It was too late by that time. Kids. They do the darndest things sometimes. And it's a good thing I had my dog upstairs in my bedroom and that wasn't exposed to that, because that could have been very bad for the dog. He's a lot smaller and less air in his airway. Hey, Platinus, you want to come down? Come on. You want to come to Mommy? Or are you just getting comfortable? He's laying on my bed right now, the foot of it. Oh, little doll. He went to the vet. He had a very good checkup, but he had to get 2 needles the other day. One to take his blood and one to do a fecal testing. And thank God everything is fine. No heartworm, no fleas, no ticks. And a totally healthy puppy. Thank God. But that takes a lot out of a pet. So he's not coming on. I don't think he's going to be on today. He's been not quite himself a number of days now. Those needles are so big, what they give a pet today. I years ago, I never saw so many shots. They give more shots now. They made, discoveries, different things need to be done. But believe me, I wouldn't want to be this. I wouldn't want to be this puppy having those shots. And all the love they give us, and it should be a better way. I mean, it shouldn't be that these puppies have to get so many shots. That's terrible. And they're not little shots. They're huge. I don't understand why large needles like that. He's such a little dog. He's a Chihuahua, part Black Lab, and I can't stand him holding him, and it's just so hard to see him get the shots like that. I told my son he's laughing at me. He's making believe, and he's like crying, and then he says, "Ha ha ha ha." I said, "It's not." He's reacting. We never had a pet before. Never had a puppy. He doesn't know. I wanted a puppy, but my father took it hard. Our collie passed away, as I said, after 25 years, and so he wouldn't let us get a puppy when my son was a baby. And he wanted one, but we never did have one. And I think if he had one at that time, he'd be more understanding, what the pet's going through, more sympathetic, definitely. It's not easy for pets. All the love they give us, and they have to go through so much to be around us. Oh, also, for only $5, I have many great antiques. My late aunt, and I've said this before on our show, but in case you haven't heard, um, worked for a jewelry store, and she gave me such beautiful pieces of jewelry. So, we have, great things. I mean, these are some of my antiques, and these are mine, and I'm not giving these, but I'm just showing you that there's such gorgeous jewelry, that I have. And so hopefully, let me see, even this too, she gave me, there's hopefully, there, or you can have one private, as I said, artist Barbara Sue Fine Art Studio until end of January, and you can pick up for $5 a beautiful antique, and there's no gimmick. I mean, we're doing this to donate money for artist Barbara Sue Fine Art Studio, and 50% goes to Epilepsy Foundation. So I just have a lot of antiques. I'm not using them. They were just placed in a drawer. So, I feel, why should it sit? I don't need all this jewelry. And she gave it to me all my life since I was a little kid. And I just, for many, many years, kept giving me. So I just have so many pieces. And I figure, why not have other people that would enjoy it and give to our organization. Now, Parental World Knowledge is the one that's giving the jewelry to artist Barbara Sue, and also for epilepsy. And I make bracelets out of some of them, so they're on beautiful hand stitched bands, and they're gorgeous, stretchable bands, and they're just gorgeous. I see that they're like $20 if you go in a store, and I know that they're glued. They're not even sewed. Ours are hand stitched. And those glue ones, they just fall right off. They could fall apart. So But I definitely would take a look at the pieces of jewelry, and whether it be for yourself or for somebody else. Another thing, we're doing energy scans until February 14th for only $22 per person. So if anybody wants to come in for an energy scan, I pinpoint exactly what your physical or emotional problem is, and I resolve it, hopefully in that one session. Um, I have the ability to do this. I was trained with live webinars with Daniel Hanneman, and I even spoke to him. And there's no doubt I have the ability to do it. I even sensed something that was troubling him and resolved it. It seems like he is like very positive for the new year, and he's a master at doing this. And he even was a licensed psychologist. I mean, he's quite amazing, very professional. He has a school, the Invincible Healers. I highly recommend Daniel Hanneman and the school. He's a real deal. So you can reach us again at 973-736-1637, 973-736-1637. And we're getting some great calls. I had elected official, I won't mention names, but wants to have an energy scan. And he has a lovely wife. I'm sure that he's going to be coming with her too. So it's only $22 per person, and it could give you a clear mind, more focus, and more energy. We all want that. We all want more focus and more energy. And God heals 100%. I'm just doing the prayer. So there's no gimmick. It's like Daniel Hanneman. He's praying with you. There's no gimmick to what he's doing either. He always is mentioning God. He's always saying that. So you say your prayer with me to God, and God is doing it 100%. Well, I hope and pray everyone has miraculous healing if they need it. For peace, good health, good strength. God heals 100%. Amen. And if you visit our website, www.ParentalWorldKnowledge.com / you will get 2 energy prayer healings, miraculous prayer healings. And that's always the case. You need finances, different things. So many things are bothering people today, and it affects your health. So I hope everybody has a good night or a good day, depending on where you are in the world. We'll be back tomorrow. We're always here, no matter what, no matter how I feel. It's just the fact of that we're fighting sometimes to get onto Google Hangouts. It's difficult sometimes. I don't know what goes on, but it crashed our computer yesterday. But at least we're always here. Only if there was a real emergency, I would cancel. I've be coming no matter how I feel. Right. Well, I hope that you're enjoying your painting, and don't worry about it being perfect, because it's your style. That's all that matters. And if somebody wants it perfect, they can get a photograph. They want your style. They want to see your originality, and your early works are your most valuable. So just remember that, and don't feel discouraged. I once in a while hear from a student when they first start, and they're saying, I'm not doing so good. I'm not. How can you have patience to be working with me? And I'm going, oh, come on now. Going and just do your own thing. Don't worry about matching up to somebody else's level, whatever they're doing. You just enjoy what you're doing, and it will show through your wonderful style. I just had to close the paint. Don't want it to dry out. Always make sure you close your paints. You have a liquid paint, and even your palettes too. Alrighty, well, and always rinse out your brushes. I always rinse them out immediately. Don't let them sit, or they're going to get stiff. Okay, so take care, and I hope everybody has a good night again and a good day wherever you are in the world. Bye now.